Okay, Rainier.
What?
I'm gonna try and go get a trampoline now.
Yeah!
Last night, Cammy and I went out to this restaurant for our date night. And while we were smoking cigars, this guy comes up to us that's like super loud and friendly and starts talking to us, and he invites us to this dinner the next night, which is tonight, and says, do you guys want to bring your kids? It's all free, you can be my guest. And it turns out he was the owner of the restaurant. So we came back and we're pretty excited about this. It just sounded like a really fun opportunity. And we talked to the kids tonight, and Dove in particular was really struggling because she had this other event that she had like kind of planned. At least she felt committed to it. This is really like kind of the story, and it's a little bit tricky to tell because there's a lot of dynamics I don't really want to exactly get into. But she was communicating that she like kind of wanted to come with us to the dinner, but the way that she felt like obligated, like she was going to miss out on this other opportunity. What makes it complicated was this other opportunity is something that I feel like, based on my experience in my past, I felt like it was a better choice in a way to come with a family to dinner. Or at least that's what I would do now. And even that distinction between what I would do now and what is actually the best or better choice is what I want to talk about, because both Cammy and I were wrestling with Dove on this topic and just kind of like trying to weigh the pros and the cons for her and trying to be honest about how we see some of these relationships that she's in and how we feel like, you know, maybe she's overcommitted in terms of like, for myself, in the past, there's relationships where I was like way more committed to other people than they were to me. And now that's a bit of a red flag for me when I see that people are, you know, it's not even like their fault. Part of it's like my fault, where I'm like, you know, I'm willing to drop everything and do everything and go anywhere for them. And when I look at just like the evidence in front of me, even though these people, they say they care about me and they like me, there's varying levels of interest in the actual relationship or the commitment. And I've just gotten better at listening to those more subtle cues and the actual evidence, instead of just listening to what people say, which in the past people have said like, oh, we love you, like, yeah, you're our best friend, or this and that. I just don't listen to that stuff anymore. So it's hard watching Dove kind of bend over backwards to make good on, it wasn't actually even really a commitment, it was just like an implied interest. She said like, oh, I'm gonna try and make it on Thursday night. And now she's bailing on our activity, which kind of hurts just because it makes it feel less special for me. And also she's choosing other people and other things because she's growing up and is becoming an adult and has her own interests that are separate from ours. But where I've come from and what I believe now in my head is that there's not like a better choice for her. At least I don't know what that is. And sorry, this is driving me crazy. There's like dust all over there. In the past, I think my attitude was, we're older, we've seen more, and therefore we can see where that path leads to that you're going because we've been down it. And therefore we know it's best and you should listen to us and avoid pain. It was like something kind of like that. And now I just don't see it that way anymore. First of all, I don't know if her story is exactly like mine and where it overlaps and where it's actually unique and different. Because while we're sharing these lessons with her, she's taking those lessons into her experience with her. So she has a different experience, like just based on that. She has like different tools that we didn't have access to at the time we were involved in this stuff. And second of all, I just don't believe in shortcuts anymore. Like, you know, I think before I would say, oh, you have to learn it the hard way, implying that, oh, it would be so much more advanced if you were to skip that lesson and go our route. But I just don't believe they're skipping lessons anymore. Like, you have to learn it. You have to come to believe it yourself. And sometimes to believe it yourself, you have to go to the place and do the thing. And that's not a bad thing. That's actually like all of life. And I look back at the times people have looked at me and been like, oh, you're gonna do it that way? Well, that's dumb. Like, you shouldn't do that. And I did it. And I learned a lot. And I don't regret it. And I shouldn't feel bad about that. But it's really hard with my teenagers not to have this like smug attitude like, fine, learn it the hard way, you idiot. Because it's not my idea. I'm just really trying to express my opinion and like give it to her freely and to say, hey, here's my vantage point, like that we've learned and that we see, and you take it or leave it. And like I said, I don't mean that in a smug way, like, fine, take it or leave it, you know? But like, no, like I really freely want you to learn what you can from what I'm saying and go do your thing, and we will love and support you 100% either way, no matter what you choose. It just doesn't matter. And I'm still gonna freely offer my opinion, even if you choose the way that I wish you wouldn't have chosen. So that's where things are at right now. So she's not planning on coming to the dinner with us. She is planning on going and doing this other activity, and I want to be supportive of it, but it's challenging and it's hard. And I don't know how this is related, but yesterday I had this thought, which is we come from a background where, like, theologically, or I think spiritually, how we were raised, we were taught and believed that kids are kind of like a little bit less than, like they're a little bit dumber, or like using the biblical language, they're more foolish. And therefore, we as adults know like more than them and what's better for them. And the net result of that was our opinion is more valuable than their opinion. I mean, if you like take that to the nth degree. And what that I think leads to is, if you believe that your opinion is more valuable than your child's opinion, at some point, they're going to hang out with people who think their opinions are valuable and who value them for who they are. And it's not going to be you as their parent. It's going to be their peers. It's going to be possibly other adults or people that give them attention and see their value for where they're at. And I don't want that. I want my kids to feel valuable around me, not because I'm faking it, because I actually want to see their opinion as valuable. And the only way I can see Dove's opinion as valuable in this situation is if I check my ego at the door and I say, maybe I don't know what's best. Maybe she's not living my exact story. Maybe even though I have this information here, I don't have this other information over here. And she's unique and different than me. And she values relationships in a way that I don't right now. And there is not a wrong answer or a right answer to this scenario. So this channel is called Fight for Together. And that's because these things, well, they might seem theoretical or they might seem kind of abstract or one-off at times. I think it's important for me to wrestle with this because I think in the long run, this is going to be what could make me have a healthy relationship with my daughter in 20 years or in a year, is being able to see her opinion as just as valuable as mine, even though she's younger and even though it's different. And I got to learn to cope with disappointment as a dad and as an adult, and learn to get my value from other places besides my kids choosing my way. That's it. Okay, Rainier.
What?
I'm gonna try and go get a trampoline now.
Yeah!
Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see. Last time it didn't work out very well, but hopefully this time I'll come back with a trampoline.
But, can you come back like 3 minutes or something?
I think it'll be like an hour.
Okay.
Some of you guys remember our trampoline debacle from trying to pick up stuff from this auction site. I got another one that I won, so we're gonna go check it out. But you guys remember those chairs I got for cheap? These are them, and they turned out pretty cool. Isn't that nice and cozy in here? This is like in this gazebo. So this place is actually starting to look kinda nice. We brought these rocking chairs back here for my parents' porch. I've been working in there the last week, and it's been really nice. Now, time to go try and find a trampoline. we're looking for a trampoline. It's 1785. 1785. That's it. We got a mattress, brand new, for 200 bucks. Now we have 2 more small items we gotta find. I got this for Rainier. Look, it's a little shirt. And I got this for Cammy. I don't know if it's the right size though. Okay, are you ready for a surprise?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay, here it is.
What? What the? Is this new suit?
Yeah?
Spider-Man suit?
Yeah?
What the?
Look who's on here.
What is this name?
That's Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Except for it's only 12 months and you're 3 years old. So we might have to cut it to make it fit you or something. All right, it fits.
Iron Man, Captain America.
We had to cut the sleeves off.
And Fireman and Hulk.
You want to see what else we got?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. That right there, that's a trampoline.
What the? Can you open it?
Yeah, you want us to try and put it together?
Yeah. Thank you for buying my new suit and the trampoline. It's real excited. Thank you for turning it.
You're welcome.
It has Iron Man, Captain America.
Oh. What?
Here you go, babes. I bought this for you. It was $1.
What the heck? So I can be a bumblebee. What I always wanted to be. Oh my God. I'm not the one that. This is your dad, this is not me.
Oh yeah? Who's gonna put it on, Dada?
Oh look, it has little wings.
I'm squishing up the baby bumblebee.
What are you doing?
I'm helping.
How are you helping?
We are talking about the trampoline.
You're
And we're gonna jump on it.
Yeah, this is exciting.
Yay!
Look at that. Hey, nice shirt. I like that.
Thank you.
Hey, you want to show everyone? Where's your bones?
Right here.
Yeah? We just got rained out.
Wow, we need to finish that.
I know. But look at that. It's like pouring sideways outside. Hey, guess what?
What?
Guess what's ready to go?
Wait, what? It's ready?
You know what?
What?
The trampoline's ready.
Whoa, watch out with that.
Oh.
Wait. Ah, here, you gotta wash your hands first.
Can we go?
Dada, you just missed it. You fell off the chair.
There it is.
Oh, can you help me get
Here,
up?
look, you come over here to the chair.
Woo!
All right.
Yay! 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 Boing, boing, boing.
We are off to our dinner now. You know what's funny is it turns out that kids actually aren't even allowed anyways, so wouldn't have worked out. I'm taking the restaurant owner a copy of my DVD. Good to see you.
Amy, how are you? Nice to see you.
These are my
How
parents.
are you folks tonight? Good, I'm Dean. Dean? Yep. David. David, my pleasure. Welcome. Good to see you guys.
These are for each of the beers that we're supposed to be trying tonight, in addition to the bonus one. And this is the what they're serving.
I'm excited. We're getting pampered.
What are you collecting them there?
Yeah, just I want to compare.
That is the part right over there that I've been waiting for. Look at those right there. There they are. Strawberry shortcake is my absolute favorite.
If I eat any more, I'm gonna hurt myself.
I'll help you out. Okay, so they just had a raffle and they called the number up front, and guess who won? These are all the beers and the sauce for the place. Look at that. That's amazing.
It's really funny.
Oh my gosh. That was incredible.
That was pretty fun.
What a night. So, we found out after we got here that tickets to this event were like $75 a person. So not only did we get in for free, we like won the grand prize. I feel a little bad, but not too bad.
Not too bad.
Well, thanks so much, Dean, and everyone else at Montgomery Inn for the wonderful night. That was amazing. Wow, look at that sunset. Oh, Leia. Leia, you got this? Oh, okay, whoa, okay, hang on. Hang on, back away. Hey, back away. Look who's got the bump. Huh? Here you go, here you go, here you go.
I can't believe he got this for me. I'm not ever wearing this again. What is this?